It's a beautiful day for the panelists, a beautiful day for some banter. Like and subscribe. I'm your host, Molly, and I've always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. That's why I've already moved all of your things into the basement suite under my apartment. And neighboring me on my left side, we have Nelson and Kathleen. What is your team name?
Ooh, we're Team Rainbow Goth. Guess who's the rainbow?
Guess who's the goth?
And neighboring me on my right side, we have Graham and Ian. What is your team name?
Team Real Long Kermit.
Because we're tall and everyone does a good Kermit impression.
I can't argue with that, but I have good news. Ever since you got into that mysterious accident at the conservatory, your life has a musical score, which is different from a soundtrack, that only you can hear. The bad news is you're not conducting and you have no control over the mood. But you get to pick the genre. So which notable composer is giving a concert in your head at all hours over everything that you do? Either the lush orchestral style of John Williams, the spooky synthy style of John Carpenter, or the spaghetti western style of Ennio Morricone. Team Rainbow Goth.
Obviously, I have a lot of John Carpenter vibes.
I'm also a fan of John Carpenter's musical stylings, actually. I feel like it's underrated.
Yeah, I feel like a little bit of like dread following you wherever you go will just keep you on your toes.
Also, you're sort of like, I don't know, you're just a bit more in touch with the 20th century, I guess, maybe also the 21st century if you invoke a synth. When I first heard like any composer, this question, I'm like, well, I'd love it if Beethoven was scoring my life. But we want to be more present, and we want to use some sounds that require electricity.
Yeah, it's probably fine that we are hallucinating the music of John Carpenter at all times, even when we're sleeping.
You mean like over your dreams?
Yeah.
Let's assume so.
Okay, yeah, no, that's probably, there's a worm in there. But that's okay, we'll deal with that later. And John Carpenter is going to make that whole process of having it removed sound appropriate. We're prepared.
We've made our choice, Molly.
Team Long Kermit.
So, Ian, I don't know how you feel about this, but I have too much imposter syndrome to feel justified in having the music of John Williams play in my head all
I
day.
am so glad that we are on exactly the same page. I aspire to live the life of being worthy of a John Williams score, but I am not Saving Private Ryan.
No.
I am not Jaws.
No.
The best I can hope for is that bad, that little doot, 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 sort of droid music happening whenever there's something on screen. But that's going to be my entire life.
No.
And I don't want that.
I can't wake up every morning to the same leitmotif of like the Graham Stark theme. I can't do it. Whereas I think I could handle Ennio Morricone. I think I could handle being like, I'm walking down the hallway at the office. Yeah. I'm turning the corner. I'm about to ruin that toilet. Like I think I can handle that.
It's slow, it's pulsing, it brings joy to the heart. And more importantly, it doesn't give me a heart attack.
Yes. So I think, far too many cymbal crashes in John Williams music.
Yes.
It would be jarring and startling constantly.
Yeah. So I think we've made our choice.
I love the idea of a whistle standoff background track between Graham and like the last donut in the box after everyone's already had one. Yeah.
I think you're the whistle, and I'm the wah, wah, wah.
Donut. I couldn't do what you're doing. I couldn't handle having John Carpenter's music follow me around all day.
Now, would you believe from looking at me that maybe I've done some recreational John Carpenter listening in my day?
Just socially on weekends.
Which one of us is the rainbow?
Yeah. But it's not all just like spooky ambient drips. There's a lot of like, I will call it synthy smearscapes. So I think there'd be a lot of just like noise happening in the background. And how is that different from the tinnitus I already have? Right. Check in, mate, other team.
That too is the song of a carpenter, which is another John Williams song I can't live up to.
They chose wisely.
We carved out some downtime. We need a place to rest.
This might be better than the tinnitus, actually. Like, at least this is in a key.
Maybe this is my fault, because when I think of John Carpenter's music, the first thing I think of is the theme to Halloween, right? Which is this dee 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 dee, and I'm like, no, I can't do that.
Our John Carpenter soundtrack is certainly going to take a couple weeks to adjust to, but that's going to be true for everyone. And I think the finished product, is going to be more reflective of our lives. This might actually be a procedure that you want to have happen.
Brainworms for all.
Hooray!
So take us through a typical day with the soundtrack of the Ennio Morricone going through your head. Morning to night.
I mean, the first challenge is going to be waking up and taking that Duker.
Your morning BM.
Yeah, it's going to be me standing up, big wide bow legs that someone's going to have to point a camera through as I face off against the hallway, which will have a tumbleweed because I'm very bad at vacuuming. Step towards, sit down, and just boom.
A lot of deep brass.
You're bald and you have no pets with fur at all. What is making this tumbleweedian?
The mise en scène.
Less hair means more skin.
Some
A
orchestras,
skindleweed.
some orchestras come with a Foley person, right? So they've just got a prop.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm curious how I handle video editing, especially adding music when I have my own. To be fair, currently I do a lot of working on video editing while watching like a Twitch stream or something. So that will probably have to stop, because 2 things I can handle. 3, I don't think I could do that.
But watching somebody else's Twitch stream with your respective soundtracks, that's a juicy bite.
I've just been assuming everything's going to be superimposed on top of each other, and I'm dealing with like a brutal mashup of all the music I normally listen to with this new, psychotic addition.
You're in London Drugs, and you're hearing whatever like Rod Stewart music is going, but also the dulcet tones of John Carpenter's The Thing. Well, he did the soundtrack for The Thing, right?
I just did a little quick internet referring. This will be very funny to anyone who already knows this. The Thing was directed by John Carpenter. The soundtrack to The Thing was by Ennio Morricone.
Oh, to great taste. Oh,
We're gonna have to.
God, that's what our lives are going to be like.
That's
It's going to be like we're in The Thing.
Oh, thank God your life is not directed by John Carpenter. That'd be a different thing entirely.
Different thing, get it?
Thing. Okay.
But yeah, we're going to have to deal with listening to music while also listening to music.
Yeah. I think that's fine.
And I think our lives of going through video editing while watching Twitch streams has prepared us for this a little bit.
I can't do it. I'm a one thing at a time person.
Sure,
I
fair
want to
enough.
listen to music and nothing else.
This will probably break me mentally, and I'll just become a shell of the person I was previously.
Oh yeah, I thought that was always on the table.
Yeah. No,
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, I'm probably going to be a little bit shorter with my kids while I'm making them breakfast and packing their lunches for school, while there's some sort of repetitive drone and drum soundtrack.
Oh yeah. You know what though? I kind of like drone music though. So I could do a lot of stuff if it was just like, an ambient drone going on, but it was like a motivating one through fear or ambition,
Most of us are like falling by the wayside and being taken out by this malady, but Kathleen is thriving.
Yeah, I mean, I'm an optimist. What can I say? It's fairly obvious from, how I dress and act and everything I say.
Graham, I think this is going to take a lot of stress out of our lives in general. Because as you said, you're going to have a shootout with that toilet or the or the timeline. But when you meet a random person in the street, or you get that call from your boss to come into your office because you've been messing up on the editing too much, you're going to know what the tone of that conversation is going to be by the musical cues leading up to it.
Right, like real life video game music.
Exactly.
Where it's like where you step into a room and then you immediately are like, oh, there's a fight in here. I can tell from the soundtrack. I'm leaving. Good.
But that's so bad for us because everything for us is going to be like, what's going to happen?
Right, we're getting played a little bit, right?
Yeah. Every, you order a coffee, are they a vampire? Will they be upset with you for no reason?
But maybe we'll get over it after 2 weeks and then kind of go back to normal, where it's like, oh yeah, that just happens.
I just think everybody hates me all the time anyhow, so no change, actually.
We're storing your anxiety here.
Can I install saloon doors in the bathroom?
Oh, sure.
Sweet.
And that stops the thing from coming in, so you see the thing.
You can't be jump scared.
Yeah. If you see the thing's footprints.
All right.
Sorry. I think it's really funny that it's like, look, because we live together, are in John Carpenter's The Thing, which is the perfect blend of John Carpenter and Ennio Morricone. So, but if the saloon doors means we can't be taken by the thing in the middle of the night while we're doing like a night poo or something.
I like how you said this challenge wasn't going to break Kathleen, but it broke everybody else, and here we are.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm having so much fun, though.
So I think what we've concluded is we've finally gotten rid of that pesky silence in our brains. Who needs it? Not me. And in further good news, whoever said there's nothing new under the sun never met you, because you're about to create some new noises. Specifically to replace a bunch of sounds that we've decided as a society we are sick of. So take up your instruments and generate new audio for some of the following problems. The startup and shutdown noises on a computer, an email being sent, a device connecting or disconnecting, a system error, that tweeting bird sound that tells you to cross the street, or dealer's choice. But first, safety. Teams, some ear protection for you.
Oh, thank you. I'll have one of each,
Why, yes.
country and western.
I probably only need one earplug. What was I saying about tinnitus in the last prompt? Never mind.
Please, take up your instruments.
I don't like the sound that people make when they're disgusted at something. Like they go, ugh. I really,
Oh,
that
you
one,
wanna
that
get
one's a
rid-
pet peeve of mine. Yeah. Well, what if we just replace with just like,
Oh.
it's funnier.
That is
And
way
it's still
funnier.
annoying.
What noise do we make when like someone's pants fall down comically though? Because I feel like
Oh, right. Okay. We don't steal that. You're right. Okay. That's too, we need to dig a little bit deeper.
all right,
Okay.
well, but I like the idea of replacing the ugh. It's got to be like a low sound.
Okay.
Okay.
But maybe it's still pants falling down low sound, but maybe we can make it like a little shorter and with a bit more percussion at the
Like a
front.
little puff. Oh, that's hot shit. I want some teenager to make that trombone noise at me instead of her telling me I'm old and washed. This
That's
is
right.
perfect.
Yeah, I bring you out dinner and it's got vegetables on it, and my kids are just like,
Oh,
I'm like, well, I know that you don't eat well, but at least it sounds nice in here.
yeah. No. Mwah. Nelson, my compliments to the chef.
Thank you.
Your children would never say that, but I will.
Team Real Long Kermit.
Okay, I love the idea of reskinning
Yeah,
my various notifications
absolutely.
with this. So let's do a little pretend.
Okay.
Here I am with my phone, listening to Ennio Morricone staring off into space, and I get an email. Oh, that sounds important. Answer the email, or sorry, unlock the phone.
Ah, yes.
What? Let me unlock that. Whoops, I locked it again. Let me unlock that one more time. Lovely. Let me navigate to my email client.
Ooh, okay.
That's good, because it's
You're gonna do that a lot.
yeah, exactly. You don't want it to be too involved. Yeah. I'm typing a response to the
Oh,
email.
yeah, okay. Yeah, so you just get the keystroke noises.
Yeah. Because business is important.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we send the response. We send the email.
Because you really need that positive motivation
Yes.
to tell you, you've done something good.
Exactly.
You're so triumphant.
Yeah.
This is
I sent an email. Do you know how much effort that takes?
Yeah.
You might send more than one a day.
can hear
That's
it.
right.
Yeah.
The serotonin is stored in the send button after all. Okay, I have an idea for an improved you got a match on a dating app.
Oh. Okay. Showing my age here. I've never used a dating app.
Well, they exist, and there is a sound that plays when you get a match.
Could you try to recreate the actual sound on the trombone?
No, I also have never gotten a match. I've just heard about it.
Oh. So this, by your proposal and what you've heard, is that this is a terrible portent. This is heralding disappointment, right? So it's like, whoa, there, rein back the old expectations here. But maybe, 1 in 1,000, this isn't a psychopath or somebody with mommy issues. Let's go.
Yeah.
We need a noise for that.
Like let's overall not get our hopes up.
But I like there's a little come up. There's
Yeah.
There's a
Hey,
little nugget of optimism.
Tease yourself with the idea that this will be fun
Yeah,
for you.
okay. Let me put myself in a headspace. I'm a person, and I'm looking for a hot person. Yeah, they look pretty good, but they've never heard of, Learned League. I'm just not interested. Blocked. I don't know what you do on a dating app. I assume that you reject people and then you nuke them from orbit so they can never perceive you again, right?
Yeah, there's a rejection sound and an acceptance sound.
The rejection sound, we're going to hear that a lot.
Right.
All right, so I have decided no, you're out. Yeah, that's good. It's minor key.
But then, what if you're lucky enough
Oh.
to find a man with wraparound sunglasses and a giant fish. Oh. Exciting.
Women do love him, and fish do fear him. So I'm compelled to say yes and accept. Oh, I can hear the Amour.
Yeah.
And imagine that emanating from your backside as your phone is in your pocket.
Fishman mashed me back. We're gonna go to the lake and muck around in waders. Finally. Oh, yeah, is there a wader noise? Because splish splosh is not sexy at all. I need to seduce Fishman. Give me the sound of mucking about and waist-high weeds trying to impress somebody. You know, at the end of that, I'm going to jump on top of him and we're going to kiss amongst the leeches. It's going to be incredible.
I'm not going to soundtrack that.
No.
It's going to be noisy enough.
Those are those are private sounds for me to imagine.
Thank God you don't have the John Carpenter soundtrack over that moment. That would be a very different kind of date.
Oh, I think I would enjoy that just as much, though.
You may need that because as a UX designer, I've been putting a lot of thought into this right now. Here. And when you need to get someone's attention, you need to make sure that you're giving something a very distinct sound. And the biggest problem I have with these emergency alerts that come out of our phones is that they're very electronic. They sound like something that comes out of your phone. So I'm going to suggest we do something very different for that.
Okay.
And you know, there might be a tornado coming or an earthquake, and you're just going to have your phone sit there and say, "Hey."
A tsunami alert.
And that's exactly the same sort of sound that's going to take these people in a moment of carnal pleasure, you know, all of their thoughts applied to just getting down with the fish man. And suddenly,
That's the noise Fishman's making anyway.
Well, now, Ian, what is the all clear sound after this emergency?
Right, they some sort of marked safe.
Yeah.
You know, everybody in your family is better now.
much less urgent at that point. You just need a good... The sound continues as long as you're safe.
Oh, okay. Good.
That's going to put a cramp in my Fishman plans.
Now we've got Ian and Nelson composing scores for people's whole lives, as long as they can stay safe.
Yeah, actually,
Make your
okay.
choices.
Wait.
Keeping them out of danger.
All right, wait. We got to brainstorm some other safe activities that they can soundtrack.
Okay.
What's super safe?
A foam pit?
Yeah, go to one of them amateur gymnastic places where they let you do backflips.
I want to hear the sound for when your audio source disconnects from a Windows machine. What replaces that?
I'm streaming, I'm just playing video games, and then suddenly... Oh, sorry, chat. That was my end. Sorry, hang on. I have to reconnect my controller. Lovely.
Quick draw. Sound of the garbage truck backing up. Yeah, come on in. You're good.
You know what, though? Having it not be rhythmic is more keeping me on my toes. I think this is a safety improvement.
Yeah.
I don't know when the next thing's coming. I need to move out of the way.
You're going to hear this truck from the next block over.
Yeah.
I would much rather that than the weird staticky hiss that all the flippin' Amazon trucks play when they back up.
I'm just excited because of how much more jobs are going to add to the economy when you have to put 2 brass people on every truck.
Exactly.
Honestly, betterment of society right here.
Yeah.
Fewer ska bands, probably.
Well, maybe there'll be more ska bands after the initial, ska band emptying of the great redistribution of soundtrack jobs. Once we've settled into the routine of doing this all day, then, more groups will form.
And I would say, Molly, that of the people who are best adapted to be part of the new delivery mechanic economy are people who can pick it up, 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 pick it up.
And then drop it off, drop it off, drop it off, drop it off, drop it off.
Take a picture.
Yeah.
Separation of jobs.
Yeah, take a picture and then email it. And then when you send the email, it sounds like...
What you're hearing, folks, is really TCP, trombone and trumpet control protocol.
Now, teams, what would be the sound to conclude an episode of The Panelists? I would like to thank Graham and Kathleen for talking. I would like to thank Ian and Nelson for tooting. I would like to thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, and supporting on Patreon. This has been The Panelists. Oh.
See, this is the soundtrack to my life now.
Nailed it.
This is what I'm hearing every day.
So we getting a foam pit in the office?
I hope so.
All right.